Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to the Somatic Wisdom and the Ethereal Soul. My name is Valencia, and I'm just excited to embark on this journey. I am creating this educational platform to talk about and share and invite conversation and a container to explore and learn more about embodiment and embodiment practices and the body as a whole, and through a lot of different lenses. So I'll start with a little bit about me. My name is Valencia, and I am a native Californian. I was born and raised in the Southern California area, and I background is background, right? It's information, and the information I can give you would depend on a lot of things. I think the most important thing that I can tell you is that I've struggled to be embodied. I've struggled to be in my body. It hasn't been an easy journey to be in my body. I've had a pain body. I've had a self-conscious body. I've had a fear body. I've imposed limitations on my body. My body is aging now. I think our experience of the body is very unique to each of us. It's very different. I spent the last 20 years, this is probably the most important thing, I think, is that I spent the last 20 years as a body worker and as a holistic health practitioner and as just kind of an investigator, like really curious about my body and how the body works and how we can find wholeness in the body, how we can heal. The body is pretty amazing. It can be problematic for sure. That's the thing, absolutely. And it's still pretty amazing too. And so as someone who really struggled to be in her body, I found myself, and let me add this piece, is a kinesthetic learner, is a tactile, learn by doing. That's not lost on me. And so, I've spent quite a bit of my life and quite a bit of my journey trying to figure out how to get into my body. And so I found myself learning massage and body work back in 2003, so that was 20 years ago. And I loved it, and I learned a lot, and I specialized in traditional Chinese medicine, and I used that approach to the body with my clients in collaboration. There was a lot of education that took place with my clients, and I really loved that work for a very long time. But I was also having a lot of chronic pain, and I was really struggling with that, and I was very curious too about the body and what it had to offer. And so I embarked on another journey. So the first part of my journey with massage and body work, I studied traditional Chinese medicine, and I took every course that my school offered, and I followed my teachers around for a couple years after I graduated and learned how to teach. What I had learned, I followed my mentor around to every class I could get to if I wasn't working or seeing clients. And I had a thriving practice right away. I was very lucky. And I learned how to teach, and I started teaching, and it was wonderful, and it was hard, and I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about teaching. I learned more about traditional Chinese medicine, and I learned how to teach, not just teach, but teach traditional Chinese medicine. And so now this is going to be different. I'm not quantifying that I'm going to be able to teach everybody, and we're going to have lots of conversations and guests and things like that. And I do have someone that'll be co-hosting with me, and we'll get their introduction up too, hopefully soon. But I didn't know that I had the capacity to teach at all. And so for me to be able to learn that about myself was a real gift. And to teach the theory of traditional Chinese medicine, sometimes it can be hard to grasp in some ways. It's not visual at times. There's a lot of concepts. We're talking about conceptual things, and for folks who are not auditory learners or are kinesthetic learners, that can be a challenge if there's a lot of talking about theories and things like that. And so that I could actually convey that information through visuals and things like that, it just felt like a win for me. It was really great, and we're hoping to do some of that here. It's going to take a little while because I'm not as familiar with YouTube and trying to do lives. That's not working right now, so I'm recording this on my phone. I'm going to upload it, and just some things have been a challenge. So that's just a little bit about me. I'll probably go into a little bit more in another video. But that's just the beginning. It's just I struggled with embodiment growing up, and then finding myself in my 30s in bodywork school and learning about massage and bodywork and giving and receiving and really gaining a better understanding of massage and the body and holistic health. And how dynamic this vessel is that we occupy. It's pretty wild. And so, I'll jump into a little bit more of an introduction coming up soon.